Hi, this is Rose, and I'm here with the Imagine Village. Do you want to say hello?
Hello, I'm the Imagine Village. How do you do?
And
Why did you do that in an Indian accent?
I didn't.
What are you trying to say?
I did that in a Yorkshire
What are you
accent.
trying to say?
I'm trying to say hello. I am the Imagine Village. How do you do? What are you trying to say?
hello.
That was so not Yorkshire.
Johnny, is it because I was black?
What do you mean I'm not white? What do you mean? What do you mean I'm not
Is
white?
it because I was black? Seriously. There's so much hatred coming off you right now.
It's because I'm not white. That's what it is.
It's because I'm not white. That's what it is.
That's it.
That's what it is.
Fudgies
So much
are
hatred
going.
kicking around this band. You have no idea.
Fudgies are going.
Go on then. Don't you have something to do?
Going over there.
Oh,
The
yeah,
bag's
come and
there.
sit next to me.
No, you carry on. Sorry,
Okay.
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah, but he did though.
I didn't know you were poking that in her face at the time.
Oh no, sorry, I am. So you've just done that absolutely amazing set at the Lavatory. It's absolutely fantastic. And what I know about the Imagine Village, and please tell me if I'm wrong, is that you're a bit like a collaboration and that you're fluid with your members. Is that right?
We're not really fluid with our members. No, I mean we're a band now. We're a set personnel now. I mean people come and go, you know, like in any band. But
How many are you on stage?
11. There's 11 of us.
Okay. Always?
Yes. Yeah, we're at the moment. Chris Wood is taking a year out, basically, and Jackie Oates has just joined, sort of long term, and yeah, I mean from year to year, I suppose people can come in and out if they want to. I mean, if Billy Bragg wanted to come back, we certainly wouldn't turn him down, you know. We might make him, you know, make crumpets for us for quite some time, you know, and then say, all right then, crumpets were good. But no, we don't have a fluid lineup. No, we're a set lineup, but we pretty much work album by album, I would say.
Okay. All right. So what's been the thing that you guys have done as Imagine Village that you have felt most emotionally bare doing?
Most emotionally bare doing. Well, that's very interesting. I mean, I found the second album really quite emotional because I didn't quite know what to put into it. I wasn't quite sure of my place at that point. I was very sure of my place on the first album because everyone was in the same boat. On the second album, we became much more of a band, and I was like, oh bloody hell, I'm really going to have to step up to the mark here. And I think that I found my place with this album. So
Yeah. Because it's an enormous number to be standing in front of.
Yeah, it certainly is. And also a band pretty much made up of my heroes as well. Certainly to start with. That's right. Ali Friend's doing a celebratory dance behind you right now. Yeah. Because he knows how much I love him, even though he dances like that. But you know, if you'd have told me when I was 17 years old that I would be playing in a band with Simon Emerson, who I considered to be an absolute musical pioneer at that point, and Chris Wood and Billy Bragg and Ali Friend, you know, then I wouldn't have believed you. You know, if you'd have told me when I was 18, 19 years old, that's what I would be doing at this age, which I'm not telling you what I am.
I'm not going to ask either. How did that happen then?
Well, Simon Emerson asked me, and I was very glad that he did. And also, there was an association with Real World Records at the time. It doesn't exist anymore. We're our own label now. We're an autonomous collective now. But but at the time, I very much felt that there was a gap in the sort of world music idea. And I felt that gap was English music, and that we were being majorly overlooked in terms of the music of the world, and that actually the culture in this country was really suffering as a result. And when Simon Emerson came to me, he came to me first of all having the weight of Simon Emerson behind him, which was enough for me, with the Afro Celt sound system and with his Grammys hanging from him like, you know, jewellery. But I mean that was enough for me. But he also had Peter Gabriel behind him, and I felt that it was very important that English music should be represented on world music stages, particularly WOMAD, and particularly that the Real World label and organisation should recognise English music within world music, within the world music context. So when he came to me with his very particular idea, I said, damn you, you bastard, I've always wanted to do that, but I don't have the weight and the clout. And then I was like, well, you do, so I'm going to nail my flag to your mast, as it were.
How long ago was that?
That was 2005.
Wow. So basically 5, 6, 7, 8.
That's 7 years ago.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically from then to now. And then, but also the Imagined Village has a really clear sound,
Yeah.
which is incredible for so many people.
Thanks. I mean, it's impossible to represent, multiculturalism in Britain or whatever. It is actually impossible to do that, but it's important to start a dialogue, and I think that's what the Imagine Village does. I think it starts a dialogue, it creates a platform for people to talk about that kind of thing. I know certainly when I was starting out in the early 90s, I felt that there was a real gap in British pop music in particular, because I really felt that the sort of West Indian population and the Asian population was not represented in popular music at all.
Yeah.
And I thought at some point someone's going to wake up to that, and then of
Yeah.
course, garage and dubstep and all that kind of thing started to happen, and kind of represented both communities in a lot of ways, and drum and bass and all of that, and that was a big relief. So I think it's important that we're here, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And I think it's important that British people reach out to the rest of the world, and I think that within Britain's communities we reach out to each other, whether that be us reaching out to Benjamin Zephaniah or Benjamin Zephaniah reaching out to us, and not that there's an us and them kind of a thing, but it's nice to see more Asian faces come into folk gigs, for instance.
I agree, yes, definitely.
Because you see white people going to Asian gigs, but it's nice to see it the other way around as well. And I think Britain, I think England has got a long way to go before everybody recognises everybody else. And it's good to be a part of that question.
Thank you.